So I'm going to start doing or adding some entities here, but we have an F reorg. And what is a F reorg? What does this allow us to do? So let's say, for example, I have an HVAC business as an S Corp. Okay. And as you know, private equity is taking a specific interest in the trades. Private equity, if you don't know what private equity is think of them as a bunch of finance bros that like to do fix and flips, but instead of doing fix and flips on rentals, they do fix and flips on businesses. They'll find a company that's not super efficient. They'll flip it, right? They'll try to make it better and then flip it again, right? Think of PE as like these fix and flippers for businesses. Obviously, they do a lot more than that, but just as a simple example. So PE firms look at this HVAC business and they want to buy it, right? Now, what a lot of people don't understand is that when you sell your business, typically it's going to be either private equity or it's going to be another person in your industry. If it's private equity, they're going to want some sort of roll up, meaning that, hey, we're going to buy your business for whatever, 60%, but we want you to roll over that 40% in our big holding co, right? Our PE hold co. And this PE company is going to have a bunch of owners, right? It's a partnership at the end of the day. So it's a partnership. Sorry, my music just ended. I'm gonna start it again. So we're gonna have a bunch of owners, right? Multiple owners here in this PE company. Like hundreds, could be like literally hundreds of owners. Make this super, super crazy, right? Tons of owners in this PE company, which is a holdco. And they're taking interest in my little mom and pop's HVAC business over here in Alabama. And they say, Steven, really like your business. Would you be interested in selling your business? And I say, yeah, absolutely. I would love to sell my business. So this PE company says, okay, cool. Well, what we would want to do is we want to buy 80% of your business. We want to buy 80% of it. Okay. We're going to buy 80% of your business, but we want you to roll 20% of that back into this PE holding company as a partnership. Okay. It gets tricky though. The problem is with S corporations are not allowed to be owned by partnerships. They're very strict when it comes to ownerships. There's only 100 type of owners. It can be one class of shares. It gets really complicated. What we can do is we can do this thing called a F reorg, which is really, really interesting on what we can do. So what we're going to do is we're going to open a new holding company. We're going to do a holdco, HVAC holdco, okay? And we're going to give the interest from our LLC over to this holdco. Actually, it's going to be a little bit more complicated than this. So we're going to have this over here. This is going to be me. Now I start a HVAC holding co, and now my HVAC holdco owns 100% of this LLC over here. We're going to do what's called a qualified subchapter S. This is going to be an S Corp. And we're going to remove the S election over here. Now this HVAC business over here is disregarded. Crazy, right? Really interesting. So what happens now? Well, what happens is that this PE company is now going to buy my company over here for 80%. And now I can roll up the other 20% here. And the main reason of this whole F reorg is just to get around the S Corp ownership requirements. Otherwise, we would not be able to do this. So that's why when a PE firm is interested in your company, you're an S corporation, you will likely have to do some some sort of F reorg if the PE company is making you have some sort of roll up, which most of them do.